There doesn't always have to be drama in TV and film. Sometimes you just need a really, really feel-good attitude. Hi, my name's Stu and welcome to another review video on Flying Wiener. I'm continuing my exploration of Apple TV, and one of the other things I was actually excited to see was Ted Lasso. I heard about this show back when it came out, the very first series. Now there are 3 altogether. People talking about it, especially, during the pandemic, as something that we needed at that point. And I fully agree. I mean, not just for the pandemic, but generally speaking, when you think about most drama in TV and film, it's all obviously got some slightly negative, emotions attached, especially drama, something terrible happens, bad happens, etc. And we're kind of focused on that because, obviously that also produces great performances, etc. But what I really like about this show, and I feel that's how it stands out, is it's just got a very, very positive attitude that it really just exudes, throughout. And it's just really fun. It's got its drama as well. You have situations where bad things happen, particularly our main character, Ted, but I'll come to him a bit later. Not through and throughout a perfect life, happy, shiny life. But, just everything, it just makes you want to be a better person, which is also a core element of the show. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. What is it about? It's, funnily enough, it's based on a sort of NBC sports promotional thing from years and years ago, where they were started covering, as far as I know, English football, Premier League football. And Jason Sudeikis portrayed this character, Ted Lasso, and now they thought, let's give him an actual show, let's see where this goes, just develop this character. What is it about? There's this fictional football club in England. They're called AFC Richmond. The owner, it's a married couple, they break apart and the wife is left with the club, so she gets the club, and her goal is to tear it down. It was her husband's, ex-husband's, favourite thing, etc. And she just wants the whole thing, to go as badly as it possibly can, just to hurt him as much as she can. So she hires this football coach, American football coach, from America, thinking that obviously he doesn't even know the sport and it's all going to go badly. And so he comes along and he's got this really strong, thick American accent, it's so good, so funny. And he is just a very, very positive guy. That's Ted Lasso. And he comes along with a second coach as well. And so they start taking over this football club. And obviously everyone's very skeptical at the start. Who is this guy? He doesn't even know the rules. What is he doing here? Everything. The manageress, her name's Rebecca in the show. She's played by Hannah Waddingham. Excellent, by the way, really great performance. Loved seeing her on screen every second. She's delighted. But as we find out, Ted Lasso is just able to win everyone over to his side just by having a positive attitude, trying to support everyone. He completely changes just the whole philosophy and attitude of the whole club and its players and the management and everything, and everyone's just pulled in just by supporting each other. And I really, really like this. And it sounds very sappy and stuff. It's not done in that way, but it is something that you forget about nowadays, that people should be supporting each other, helping each other out. That is what life and human experience should be about. Unfortunately, it's not very often nowadays, especially with the internet going wild and stuff. But I really, really like it. You've got these small stories. It's also very, very funny. I mean, you've got all this. I mean, I'm not a football guy, but I get all the various, attitudes within the sport and the humour and all these things, especially because it's British football, or English in this case in particular. So I really think that's a lot of fun. You've got some really hilarious characters in here. My favourite, I suppose, would be the character's name is Roy Kent. He's played by Brett Goldstein. He's always got, he's always looking like someone. Someone's done a shit in his kitchen or something, to put it very crudely. But yeah, he's barking at everyone else. He starts out as the team captain, and he is just hilarious. I just love his character. He's always wearing black and he's always gruffy, and it's just so much fun. The whole thing is quite infectious. I do think as it goes along, particularly the last series, it seems a bit unfocused. We also are not focused on Ted Lasso as much anymore. But overall, it's still a really good show. And like I say, this whole feel good thing and trying to turn everything into positives and all these things. I think it's great. And you know, I instruct taekwondo, so I'm a coach myself, and while it's fictional and that, it's still interesting and gives you things to think about, you know, because and just to give you an example, he tells the players right at the start, be a goldfish, as in immediately forget everything that just happened, which is one of the main things, because when we make mistakes, it doesn't just have to be in sports but anything, when we make mistakes we're so focused on what we did wrong, you know, that we forget to think about what comes next. So you know, it's just an example where you can draw many things from this show, but ultimately if you just want something that's very funny, you know, it feels very sitcomish at the start in particular, with short episodes runtimes. They get a bit longer, particularly in the last one, that kind of muddies it a bit, but you know, especially the first and second one, it really gives you that good high quality. It's not laugh after laugh after laugh, but some really good funny bits in it, and just a great attitude all round. And yeah, if you're a fan of Britain or England and football in particular, and football culture, this will be right up your alley, because you see the fans and how they react. You know, there's this big ongoing joke throughout the show where they call Ted Lasso a wanker, because you know, that's just what you call people in Britain. And obviously this American football coach comes along, doesn't know the sport, and everyone's like, what is he doing here? Just so much fun. So yeah, besides Bad Sisters, which I talked about previously, I'll leave a link to that at the end, Ted Lasso is another show for which I say, you know, definitely get it. So I'm getting the feeling that Apple TV, they don't have a huge library of their own productions. Instead, they're focused on making high quality things, which I can definitely appreciate, you know, because I feel like most things that you have a go with turn out to be pretty high quality, and I love that. That'll be all from me today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. It is the best way to support this channel. Leave a comment down below about Ted Lasso or any other, Apple TV or other production that you feel that I should have a look at. Any other things that are like this, you know, where we're just everyone's trying to, you know, just have a positive attitude, and it's just really refreshing nowadays. I think we forget that sometimes, that we need stuff like this too. Anyway, any kind of that thing you want to say, please leave it down in the comments below. I'll thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one on Flying Wiener. Take care. Bye.